Welcome to Comparative VPN YouTube channel. Today's video will be a full, in-depth Surfshark vs NordVPN comparison that will help you decide which of the two VPNs you should buy according to your needs. When we talk about premium VPNs, Surfshark and NordVPN represent one of the best options out there. Sure, ExpressVPN is a superior rival, but Surfshark and NordVPN are not far behind, offering all the bells and whistles you would expect from a full-fledged VPNs. This comparison is going to be very interesting, especially because both VPNs are very affordable. They both offer respectable performance, rock-solid security, and great website unblocking capabilities, which is going to be compared today. Since you probably know about these VPNs, they don't need a special introduction. You just want to know which one to buy and how to get the cheapest price on both of them. Don't worry, we'll get there in this Surfshark vs NordVPN duel. Before we do, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to our channel, and click on the bell icon to stay notified whenever we publish a new useful video like this one. I will start this part of my comparison by talking about applications and ease of use. When it comes to app support, both VPNs are known for providing native applications for all platforms. These include Windows, Mac, iOS, Linux, Android, routers, Smart TV, Fire Stick TV, gaming consoles, etc. etc. Here, Surfshark and NordVPN are equal, but not when it comes to simultaneous connections. You see, NordVPN offers 6 of them, while Surfshark gives you an unlimited number of simultaneous connections, which is definitely going to destroy what NordVPN gives you. But what about ease of use? Well, I found both VPNs very easy to use. In Surfshark, connecting to the server of your choice takes just one click on the location from the list. The same applies to NordVPN. For me, NordVPN looks a tiny bit better due to this beautiful world map, but I must admit that I like this black theme of Surfshark, which looks phenomenal. At the top of the server list, NordVPN has dedicated P2P and onion over VPN servers, while Surfshark gives you the option to use a static IP address and multi-hop servers for even stronger security. On the left side of Surfshark's application, you will see these features that you need to pay for additionally. These are bonus features and they're completely optional, so I won't talk about them because NordVPN doesn't have anything similar. Speaking of features, Surfshark's application is a bit easier to use for me because all of its features are located in two menus, Advanced and Connectivity. In NordVPN, features are scattered all around the settings menu. You have CyberSec in the General tab, the choice of VPN protocols in the Auto Connect tab, and then to find obfuscated servers, you have to check the Advanced tab. I will talk more about these features in the following Surfshark vs NordVPN security comparison, but for now, I must declare the winner of this part. That's Surfshark for me, simply because it's easier to use and offers an unlimited number of simultaneous connections. Welcome to the security part of this comparison, the longest one. So let me begin by talking about security features that both VPNs share. These include military-grade encryption, an automatic kill switch, split tunneling called whitelister in Surfshark, and an ad blocker called CyberSec in NordVPN and clean web in Surfshark. While Surfshark offers a no borders mode for bypassing censorship in China, for example, NordVPN offers these obfuscated servers that require you to use the OpenVPN TCP protocol. Both work great, but obfuscated servers are a bit more effective. The kill switch is also a bit better on NordVPN. It can be used on a system level but also on the application level, where only certain applications will be affected in case your VPN connection is lost for some reason, in which case the application will be cut out from the internet until you reconnect to the VPN. This feature called Invisibility on LAN in NordVPN is also available in Surfshark and basically lets you keep your device invisible to other devices connected to your local area network. Furthermore, I like the speed test inside Surfshark's application, which NordVPN doesn't have. This is not a big deal, but it's definitely a nice addition. And now I want to talk about VPN protocols. Surfshark offers 4 of them: IKEv2, OpenVPN, ShadowSox, and WireGuard. The last one is the most interesting and is here to give you a substantial speed boost. Now, NordVPN offers just OpenVPN and is NordLynx. NordLynx is based on WireGuard that, as I said, is designed for faster speeds. But NordLynx has one major difference: privacy. NordLynx is an improved version of WireGuard and is developed by NordVPN not only to give you better speeds and lower connection times, but also improve security and privacy that WireGuard lacks. So it's clear that NordVPN is a bit more advanced when it comes to security. But what about privacy policies of these two rivals? Well, in this Surfshark vs NordVPN comparison, I would say that their logging practices are equal. Almost. I mean, both VPNs have audited no logging policies. While Surfshark has an external audit from Cure53, NordVPN went for the most relevant VPN auditor in the industry, PricewaterhouseCoopers. With this resounding audit, NordVPN is more trustworthy right off the bat, and much like Surfshark, it will not store any information regarding your IP address, DNS requests, geolocation, browsing history, referring URLs, etc. etc. These VPNs will store only minimal logs like your email and payment information, which is necessary for subscription and won't hurt your level of privacy in any way. Let's just say that NordVPN and Surfshark are equal in their logging practices and are equally safe to use when it comes to the level of privacy. However, in terms of security features, NordVPN is more advanced and has some clever solutions that Surfshark has yet to implement. So NordVPN wins here, making the score 1-1. Moving on with the Surfshark versus NordVPN comparison, and we must perform a streaming test to determine which VPN is a better choice for unblocking geo-restricted streaming platforms. For this test, I will use NetFlix US and BBC iPlayer. Since I'm not from the US, as you can hear by my accent, I searched for the movie Batman the Killing Joke on Netflix, which is available exclusively in the United States. As you can see, I cannot find it. If I move on to BBC iPlayer and try to watch anything, for example this show, I will also get a geo-restriction message because I'm not located in the UK, hence I cannot watch anything on BBC iPlayer. I will first try to unblock Netflix US by using NordVPN. Let's connect to the VPN server in the US. And after that, let's refresh the page. And after refreshing the page, as you can see, the movie is right here, which means that Netflix US works. But let's try to watch it. And as expected, it works flawlessly, but I must blur the footage to prevent any copyright claims. I'm now disconnected from the US server, and I will connect to the server in the UK to try to unblock BBC iPlayer. After establishing a connection to the server in the UK, let me refresh the page. And after doing that, the geo-restriction message is not here, so let me try to watch the show and see if it works. As expected, it works, but as I said, I must blur the footage to prevent any copyright issues. I'm now back to my native IP address, so let me repeat the same process with Surfshark. As I did earlier, I will try to unblock Netflix US, and to do that, I will connect to the server in New York. Now, let's refresh the page on Netflix to see if I can find the movie I want. After doing that, as you can see, the movie appears once again, so of course, let's click on it and see if we can watch it. And as expected, the movie really works, but I am blurring the footage as I said to prevent any copyright issues. Moving on to BBC iPlayer, and they already got a UK IP address. So let's refresh the page and see if I can watch this show. Now the geo-restriction message is not here, and once again if I click on play, I will be able to watch the show with no issues. With both tests out of the way, it's pretty clear that both VPNs did an exceptional job at unblocking these geo-restricted streaming platforms, which makes this round a draw. Now it's time to see how fast or slow Surfshark and NordVPN are. I will start off this speed test by showing you my native internet speeds that you can see on the screen. For the first speed test, I will use the server location close to me, which in this case is Bulgaria, and then I will use the US server, which is obviously very far from me, just to see how well VPNs perform when connecting to long distance servers. As you can see, I am already connected to the VPN server in Bulgaria, so I will initiate the first speed test and check out the results. We can see that Surfshark showed decent results, albeit with a slight speed reduction and increase in latency. While using the US server, I will go back to the speed test website and initiate a second speed test for Surfshark. Now the results are worse, but actually worse than I expected, with drastically more noticeable decrease in upload and download speeds and increase in latency. Now I will move on to NordVPN and connect to the VPN server in Bulgaria. After doing so, I will go back to the speed test website and initiate the first speed test for NordVPN. When compared to Surfshark, NordVPN offers pretty much untouched speeds with a minor increase in latency, which is already a bit better. However, let's connect to the US server. And then let's initiate the final speed test for today. This time, NordVPN speed reduction is less noticeable than we've seen in Surfshark. The ping is also not very high, making NordVPN a great VPN even for long-distance servers, and logically, the winner of this part of my Surfshark vs NordVPN comparison, making the score 3-2 for NordVPN. In this part of the Surfshark vs NordVPN comparison, I need to talk about server networks of these two VPNs. If you compare them side by side, it's clear who is going to be a winner. NordVPN, simply because it has more servers. NordVPN has 5,000 plus servers in 60 countries, whereas Surfshark offers 65 countries, but 3,200 servers, which is a lot less when compared to NordVPN. Also, Surfshark doesn't have any dedicated servers, except for multi-hop server that route your traffic through multiple locations and pretty much double your encryption. This is great, but NordVPN gives you P2P servers for torrenting, onion over VPN servers for browsing the dark web safely, and even obfuscated servers that work well in China. Needless to say, NordVPN wins this round and further raises the score to 4-2. Customer support is where both VPNs flex their muscles to the fullest. Being one of the best premium VPNs on the market, Surfshark and NordVPN come with 24/7 live chat support that you can also contact via email address if you find it more convenient. But me being lazy as usual, I found live chat to be a blessing. Both VPNs are exceptionally fast to respond, and within seconds of your question, a customer support agent will pick you up and start fixing the issue you have. Email support is surprisingly fast on both VPNs, as you get a response in pretty much half an hour or so, given that they work 24/7 as I said. And yeah, this applies to both VPNs, let me remind you. What I really like are YouTube channels that both VPNs have. While NordVPN has more subscribers, Surfshark's videos are not to be discarded as they're equal in quality. Without wasting your time, this round is a draw, making the score 5-3 for NordVPN. Okay, now, it's time to finalize this Surfshark versus NordVPN comparison by talking about pricing. Both of these VPNs are really affordable, but there is one clear winner in this duel, and this is Surfshark. I mean, you simply cannot beat this price. Look at this. While long-term plans are not excessively cheap, the 2-year plan of Surfshark is a bargain at around $60 for a 2-year plan at the time of making this video. NordVPN will charge you 70% more, which is, at the time of making this video, around $100 for a 2-year plan. And I know what you're going to say, NordVPN is better. Yes, but I'm talking just about the price for those who put it as the main criterion when buying a VPN. Speaking of which, you can get these cheapest prices you see on the screen for both NordVPN and Surfshark by using the links in the description below and claim these special discounts easily. By the way, both of the VPNs give you a 30-day money-back guarantee for all plans, so if you're not satisfied, you can get a full refund in the first 30 days of your purchase. And that's it. Surfshark smashes NordVPN in terms of pricing, making it 5-4 for NordVPN. And now, let's summarize this NordVPN versus Surfshark VPN comparison. As I said, the final score is 5-4 for NordVPN, which makes it a winner of this duel. NordVPN offers significantly better speeds and stronger security, while Surfshark is much cheaper and gives you an unlimited number of simultaneous connections on a single subscription. Overall, both VPNs are really good for the money, but if you're looking to save $40 on a 2-year subscription, Surfshark is going to surprise you with what it offers. I personally would choose NordVPN because $40 for 2 years isn't a very big investment, yet you get a more advanced VPN with better performance, which I assume many VPN users will value. At the end of the day, it's up to you to choose the VPN that's going to fulfill your needs, which NordVPN and Surfshark can definitely do, with slight differences I mentioned in this analysis. And with that said, this was all for today's video. We hope you liked it, and if you did, make sure you smash the like button below, subscribe to our channel, and stick with us because many more useful videos like this are coming on a daily basis. See you in the next video. Bye!